Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Logan, and today we're going to look back at some Sword and Shield alternate art cards and kind of look at the price points that they are right now. Because right now, I kind of think they're a tad bit underrated because most of them have dropped pretty significantly in price recently. And we all know these all are out of print, all right, out of rotation. We're not going to get any more of them for the most part. There could be some crazy where they just stock some stupid tins, but for the most part, we are not going to get any more sealed items hitting the market. So let's just kind of look at it, and you guys can make your own educated choices of what you guys think is underrated, overrated. But let's just kind of look at the data. Let's go. Moonbreon, obviously the king of the Sword and Shield era. This one, we're going to kind of look at the year price chart for most of these, if not all of these, and kind of just go with it. So it was teetering around high 1600s, low 1700s for a little bit, dropped all the way down to like the mid 13s. Then it boomed all the way up to the low 22s, 23s, high sale price of 3,000, which is kind of crazy. And now we're kind of seeing it drop again. And as you can see, we got some reputable sellers selling it, one at 1650. Then we got a couple at 1700. This PokeHive, $25,000, 25,000 sales. It has at $1,700. So that's $200 under market price right now. And $1,700 is basically the old high for the year chart, because the old highs was teetering around $1,700. It got down to 13, boomed up, and now we're seeing it kind of creep back down to $1,700 for the Moonbreon. It's every time I underestimate this card specifically, it seems to just prove me wrong, show me I'm a fool. So now I've learned to not underestimate it. Next up, we got the Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies. So if you guys were here when this set first came out, this was actually the top hit in Evolving Skies. It was for the first handful of months, this was the top hit. And then obviously Moonbreon took over and never looked back. But for the year chart for the Rayquaza, it got up to about $810, high sell price of 1,000. Then it creeped all the way, got back down to like the low to mid sixes, and now we're right around 700. But guys, look at this. Lowest listed right now. Reputable sellers right here. Infinite cards over 50,000 sales, $650. Now the whole $50 below market price right now for the Rayquaza VMAX. And then if you look forward with the Rayquaza, the Mega Rayquaza set coming out, this could be a decent time to buy it, because Rayquaza is going to get some hype with the new set, and usually when that happens, previous cards of that Pokemon kind of get a little bump. But even in general, if Evolving Skies sealed goes back up, because it's kind of going down right now, so typically the cards will follow, but once the sealed goes up, the cards will typically follow shortly after. So I'd rather be a little early than a little late. And we all know Evolving Skies it's that set. It's one of the best ever. Next up, Gengar. My guy. So this card was underrated for a very, very, very long time. And now we're seeing it got the hype it deserved. So for the year chart, it was up in the 745, dropped back down to the high fives, about 570, went all the way back up to high 700s, basically $800. And now we're kind of dropping a little bit. Lowest listed right now, reputable seller, 50,000 sales, $650 for the Gengar. I mean, it dropped pretty drastically, about $42 under market price right now from a reputable, high volume reputable seller for the Gengar. Like I said, we're not going to get any more sealed product hitting the market. Fusion Strike is getting a little bit too expensive for people to just constantly be ripping open like that. I mean, people will rip it open, but it's not going to be like everybody's, yep, we got to get it, go, 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 go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting pretty expensive and the hit rates are terrible. So the supply, and we all know about the, oh my God, the scandal that happened with Fusion Strike, with the guy that stole, I forgot how it even happened, but some guy stole, hundreds of these alternate arts. It was the Gengar, the Mews, the Espeons, and the Celebes. He had a table full of them. It was kind of crazy. If you know, you know. But Gengar, like I said, is down pretty drastically. From 800 was basically the old high. Now we're in the 650, then back up, basically right back up to 700. So not too bad for Gengar. Giratina, kind of the same thing right now. The high was 710, high sell price was 890, and it dropped all the way back down under $500. Wow, that's kind of insane. And then dropped, went back up to about 632. Now it looks like we're leveling out at 580s. But guys, look at this. Lowest listed from a reputable seller right here, 5,000 sales. Oh, it's off center. That's pretty off centered. But if you're just looking for a near mint copy, you got 550, and then after that it'd be back up to 585 for the Giratina. So I mean, it's right around market price. It's not too big of a drop, but it still is dropping right now. It's dropped probably $50, $55 from the previous high in the last year. Well, I guess the old high was like over 700, but you guys know what I'm saying. Next up, we got the Umbreon V from Evolving Skies. So this card had a big spike, as you can see right here. It was in basically the high twos, high to mid twos for a long time. Dropped back down to the low twos, and then jumped all the way back, all the way up. So it was above $700. It was selling for over $700 all day and night. As you can see, high sell price $1,000. That's kind of ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it basically overtook the Rayquaza for the second most expensive card in the set, or it was like neck and neck. It was really insane to watch. And now it's dropped drastically. As you can see, lowest listed from a reputable seller right here, $345 basically for the Umbreon V from Evolving Skies. It's basically cut in half. That's kind of crazy to think about, that it's down half. Wow. And I mean, yeah, another reputable seller, $350, man. But I know it took a big spike, and usually when that happens, it corrects pretty hard. But now we might be finding the middle ground right here in the mid to high threes. So who knows? But usually when it drops big like that, it'll correct for a little bit, kind of stay stagnant, and then it'll take another spike. Next up, the Dragonite, the Sleepy Dragonite. Probably my favorite card from Evolving Skies. Just a nice looking card. Gives me Avatar, Pandora vibes for sure. But as you can see, this card also took a pretty drastic spike. It was in the mid twos basically for a very long time, and then it spiked all the way up to basically $500. High sell price $743. That's kind of insane. But now we're looking at lowest listed. That's Spanish. That's Chinese. Dragonite, that's off-centered at $350, basically $370 from a reputable seller. If you want to, I guess not an off-centered card, but if you don't worry, but you don't want the card, it's basically $350, $350 to $370 for the Dragonite. You're looking at about $30-$40 below market price right now for the Dragonite V, and it's dropping as we speak. So, like I said, it could be a good time to buy because we've seen the highs. And now it's dropping. So, like I said, you want to buy when it's dropping. In the long run, if you're holding for a long term, does it really matter if you buy if it's like $20-$30 more expensive than the low before it booms back up again? It really doesn't if you're holding it for a long time. What matters is that you got it. Next up, we got the Blaziken, the Kickin' Chicken. So this one hasn't really seen much of a correction, which, I mean, it spiked up pretty good, honestly. For the year, it was down below 300, got up to almost 400, high sell price 500, corrected in the mid threes, and now it went back up, and now it's kind of coming down again right now. But as you see, market price, what was it, 369? Lowest listed right here from a reputable seller. That's a pretty good looking card right there. It's 340. So we're pretty under market price for the most part, and it's dropping as we speak. And people love Blaziken. It's a really nice alternate art. He's like, hey, this is how it's done, little guys, right here. That's what he's doing right here. And Chilling Reign, I think Chilling Reign's a sleeper set because it has so many alternate arts with pretty cool Pokemon and artwork. So Kickin' Chicken, people love it, and it's down from its all-time highs. Well, I don't know about all-time highs, but for the last year, it is down. Next up, we got Sylveon VMAX. So this card has crazy. There's so much going on with this card right here. You got Eevee here, Eevee here, Eevee up here. You got a Vaporeon just chilling, Marshadow, and I can't tell if this is a Kangaskhan or not. I can't see, that picture's a little too small. Let me know. Who's this Pokemon right here? But let's look at the chart. We got market price 367. Got up to the 430s. Dropped all the way down under 300. Basically 271. Holy crap. Got back up over $400. And now it is lowest listed revenue. What's up? 330. Wow. Looks like, wow, that's kind of crazy. We're in the low threes. If it creeps back under $200, that is a blinking, flashing red light buy for the Sylveon, one of the top evolutions, and its Evolving Skies and its VMAX Alternate Art. Wow, that's kind of crazy. It might be creeping back down under $300. Next up, we got Lugia from Silver Tempest. It spiked pretty good. It was in the mid to high twos for a long time. Spiked all the way up to 466 basically. High sell price 525, and now it's dropping in price. Lowest listed reputable seller 350 basically for the Lugia. So it's under market price. It's under basically $100 from the all-time high, or the year all-time high. And it's a fan favorite. Obviously, Lugia is a fan favorite. It's a nice art. It's not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but people love Lugia. People swear by it. So if you're looking to hold on it long term, you could be, like I said, I'd rather be too early than too late, because it looks like it's starting to find that happy medium ground right here. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, but like I said, I'd rather be too early than too late. Next up, Leafeon. So this one's kind of surprising me, because it's not a crazy art. It's very simple. He just has his paw on a hay bale, just kind of chilling in the field. Nothing too special with the card, but it got up to 450, high sell price $500, and now we're creeping back down. And lowest listed from a reputable seller that's Chinese is 320 basically for the Leafeon VMAX Alternate Art from Evolving Skies. That's $30, basically $40 under market price now, and it's dropping. So like I said, if this gets back under $300, man, I just can't imagine that, because Evolving Skies packs are what, $35, $40 a pack. So that'd be like 10, like I'd be under $10 a pack. That'd be crazy if it gets under $300. That'd be crazy work. For everybody that knows, the hit rates of Evolving Skies is terrible, absolutely terrible. So yeah, thanks. I got to pull this card in 10 Evolving Skies packs. Odds of that are very low, my friend. Next up, we got the Rayquaza V. This card is really nice. This card grew on me a ton. It seems to be growing on people a lot, because this is kind of the one that's still going up right now. The year low was 133. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Got back, it went up to about 240, 245, back under 200, and now we're in the threes. Lowest listed from reputable seller though is under $300 though. Market price is going up, but people are listing it way below market price. I mean that's 50,000 sales right here. That's 271. That's $50 below market price. That could be a blinking red light. I might scoop that at the end of this video. Because I do have one. I do have one of these cards, or one of this card, but it's really off center. My luck with the V alternate arts is terrible with the centering. It seems like that's the only problem with every time I get a V alternate art. It's the centering is terrible. Next up, we got the Sleepy Espeon VMAX from Fusion Strike. This card has had a lot of ups and downs. Got up to 335 basically, went down to 265. Went back up to basically 337, 335 again, and now it dropped. But let's see, lowest listed reputable seller right here, 280, 25,000 sales right there. It's $280. Again, that's $35 below market price. And like I said, Fusion Strike's not gonna be getting ripped open that much anymore. Like, if people want to degen and go crazy, yeah, have fun, because the hit rates are terrible. But this is kind of the time you want to buy, especially, like I said, don't look at the market price. Go look at the lowest listed, man. That's way below market price. I mean, that could be a good time to buy, because here, I'll explain that at the end of the video. Next up, we got Glaceon VMAX. I love this card. The blue really pops in the water. You got all these different Pokemon in here. You got a Phoebus back here. Looks like he's just fighting for his life. You got the Marill, Azumarill. Oh my god, not the Pangoro, but wow. I'm forgetting the name of this Pokemon right here. Let me know in the comment section. And then Pikachu just looking spooked. But now I really like this card. Really easy on the eye. But this card is dropped pretty drastically. Got up to 380 the year. Dropped down to 280. Now look, we're right around 300. But lowest listed reputable seller is basically 270, 275. And that's a pretty good copy right there from what I see. And he's got 206 sales, but he's got two different listings. I don't know. But again, right now, it's below market price. Not too much below market price. This one's pretty close to it, but it's under $300 for Evolution VMAX Alternate Art from Evolving Skies. Next up, Brilliant Stars, the Charizard, which this card was stupid underrated for so long. I think it's even more underrated now. It was underrated while Brilliant Stars was in print. And now the Brilliant Stars is out of print. It's even more underrated. Just look at it. It got all the way up to basically $400, $545 was the highest sell price. But look at this, guys. Lowest listed is $235 from a reputable seller. 10,000 sales, $235 for the Charizard from Brilliant Stars. We're basically back at the lows for the year, and now it's out of print. I mean, that's a perfect storm, a perfect combination to buy, and it's Charizard fighting Venusaur. Before the Phantasmal Flames Charizard, this was probably the best artwork for Charizard. I mean, you can talk with me about the Crystal Charizard maybe, but pure artwork, this was it, man. This card's beautiful. Next up, we got the Sleepy Tyranitar. As you can see, this one also took a pretty big dip, down 30%. Oh, that's 3 months. Hold on. That's the 3-month chart. It's down 30%. But for the year, it was at 143, got all the way up to basically 300. What's going on right there? Basically 300, high sale price 400. Lowest listed right now from a reputable seller. That's Chinese. It's $200 basically right here. 50,000 sales for $200 for the Sleepy Tyranitar. So we're creeping back under $200. I mean, that's it. It's a good artwork. People love it. It's cute because it's a different version of Tyranitar. Usually Tyranitar is roaring, looking mean, scary. And now the homie just threw down some food and he's stuffed and tired. This is all of us about 3 weeks ago on Thanksgiving. All of us were literally like this. So, but could be a good time to buy the Tyranitar. Next up, we got the Mew VMAX Alternate Art. This one ran up pretty good, man. Oh, I got an eyelash in my eye. This one ran up pretty solid. It was basically under $100 for a very, very long time. Low price for the year was $108. Got all the way up to basically $260. And now we're creeping back under $200 right here. Yeah, you got a couple of listings at under $200, right around $200. I mean, that's not bad for a Mew Alternate Art. This one's definitely not my favorite. There is a lot going on, but Mew is a fan favorite Pokemon. There's a lot of hype around Mew and Mewtwo recently. So could be a good time to buy if it starts settling in the high 100s. If it starts settling in there again, I mean, definitely keep your eyes on it for sure. Next up, the Giratina from Crown Zenith. Not an alternate art, but I got to show everybody that these are still the best gold cards in the world ever made. I love these gold cards, especially if you look at them in the Japanese from V-Star Universe. Oh my goodness, the quality and the way the texture pops off the card, it's absolutely amazing. But we're going to talk about the English right now. The Giratina from Crown Zenith. This card is dropping pretty drastically right now. That's the 3-month chart. What was the year-long high? Was basically 225, 268 was the high sell price, and now we're under $200, and we're under $200 for pretty good. I mean, that's 180 right there from a big time reputable seller. So 180 for the Giratina. We're under 200 again. This card is phenomenal, so beautiful, absolutely love it. And next up, we got the Arceus. Another card where the texture is amazing. It's just these gold cards look so nice in person. You got to check them out if you haven't seen them. But this one is kind of a different story. High was 136. Now it got all the way down to under $100. I mean, that's crazy. And now we're kind of looking lowest listed from a reputable seller is 115. So it's not that big of a drop, but I still think with Crown Zenith being out of the picture, with these two gold cards being as good as they are, it's really, I just don't see them getting too far, too dropping too much farther. So like I said, but guys, you guys can do what you want. Obviously, I'm not telling you to go buy all these freaking cards because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just giving out recommendations because what I've learned over time. So guys, if you were here in the Sword and Shield era, okay, everybody's focused on Sword and Shield. Nobody was really focused on Sun and Moon. Well, I say nobody. Majority of the people weren't focused on the Sun and Moon era and the tag team alternate arts. They were not, believe it or not, they were not that expensive. Go look at the Lovebirds, even though they're dragons, but go look at the Latios and Latias, the tag team card. It was like $1,000, $1,100 just 1 year ago. Okay, but now we're the Sun and Moon is way in the past, right? And all of a sudden, obviously, Team Up is a different story because they had a short print. But go look at the alternate arts from Cosmic Eclipse, Unbroken Bonds, and Unified Minds. Go look at those alternate arts. And they went crazy once we got into the Scarlet and Violet era and this boom happened. So the farther and farther away we get from the Sword and Shield era, the more and more rare they are going to be, even though Sword and Shield obviously was printed far more than Sun and Moon era, but there was also a lot more demand in Pokemon during that time. So that's just kind of my 2 cents. I think at the farther and farther we get from the Sword and Shield era, such an iconic era in the Pokemon world that everybody's gonna kind of go back and be like, man, y'all remember those times? And you got that was like 5 years ago already. I mean, time is flying by. So, like I said, the farther and farther we get away from Sword and Shield, I think the more and more it's just going to keep spiking, all right? I don't see these getting too much cheaper at all, but obviously, do what you want to do. This is kind of just my educated guesses as you, if you want to say that. But I appreciate all the love and support as always. You guys have a good night. Peace.